Hey everybody, welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Last we left off, we visited Ert Zimmer's place and found him playing a cello because there was a rift under his house. We went inside, closed that rift. Now everything's hunky-dory. I found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on in and jump in the uncursing machine. It's a pocket watch. It doesn't uncurse the thing and get some sleep. You look like you've been through the ringer. I won't dispute that. But how am I supposed to wear it? Nestled among the books and papers of the book of old, but still valid postage stamps with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird shadow energy, but you can clearly still see the illustration of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute. Cute dogs? It's just like the stamp that surrounded your luggage fire. Oh, dang, of course, that stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear, that tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. Grrr. What's up? These stamps have shadow gunk on them. One of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh, I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever cursing y'all in these damn shadow stuff. I'm totally gonna put a stop to it. Wait. How many of these stamps have you used? Just the one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Well, that's good news, at least. Let's uncurse this watch. You sit in the metal chair, which is surprisingly comfortable. What would you like to uncurse today? The dangerous pocket watch. The machine snorts the pocket watch up into its dome and begins its strange, loud work. The pocket watch is pulled this way and that. Its ticks become six, and its talks become sots, as its three hands are forcibly bent back and you swear you hear screams. When it's done, the watch falls into your lap and the hands now are set to 12:02:46. Watch's curse now resides in the machine. Want to project your conscience into it? Yeah, I do. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of the pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it's larger than you, and the building, and the street. Your whole world is a blur of... Your whole world lives in a blur of the fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse. Submarines turn to longship. Cities turn into stone dwellings. Cowboys into courtesans. You travel faster and faster at the beginning of time itself. There's no telling when this ride will end. Well, hold on tight. Don't eat the cat. Open the door with those two salad forks? No, you'll let the opposable thumb is dirty. You're completely contained in here unless you figure out how to open doors. I don't even think that's a thing, is it? Break the door down. I'm a big dinosaur. You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Things to do. Open a door. Eat Jessica. Eat Charles. Eat Gabby. Eat Cat. Fine. We'll eat Gabby. Whoa there, Hoss. What's got all your horns are rattling? Been dipping into the nose paint again? Can you open the door for me? Oh, I don't know. Never had a head for puzzles blues. That's got me right funkified. Gabby doesn't talk like that. Sure is, partner, sure is. Hey, Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Whew, P-U, eyes quick as draw in the west, sure enough. I wanted to eat her. It looks for to be the eater. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more in need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and your signature on this paperwork is by thee required. When did you start talking like this? A provocative remark, madam, and well made by thee. Can you open these doors for me? Yes, madam, I do not believe these doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? Thou wilt find in the telephone will enter a key to satisfy thy needs. I shall take my leave now. Check for messages, I guess. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. Eat the phone. Blues. Attend thy temper. Eat, Charles. Easy does it, Blues. We're all hungry. Please help. I am a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Can you open a door for me? Huh? What's that? Greta garbled? Eat the cat. Come back, cat. Break it down. So we meet at last. With I looking the older man, though, you are far older than I shall ever be. I never saw this room before. We are the Alpha and Omega, you. The beginning of time and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friends, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? I'm just trying to curse the pocket watch, pal. Did it work? Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the young cursed pocket watch beats on both with the current born correctly into the future. You pull the pocket watch out and look at it. It's gained some luster. Now that it's free of the taint of the shadow energy, it's just a boring regular watch. If you think about it, though, being on time for things is kind of like a magical power. Reduce an enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 5. Curse is lifted. Time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. I wish I had a tail. Me too, sometimes. This is a much better version of that. Sorry about trying to eat you. Good to see you. You had quite a morning already. See that bookshelf over there? Just bought it. It's a rare find. Blues came from a 17th century cargo ship, the Muskflower. Now, it's quite a province for a bookshelf. Just in a good spot. Yeah, it's just that it was the ship's wheel. Captain bought the Muskflower out of dock. Couldn't steer, drove into a starfish, and the whole thing sank instantly. Anyways, what can I help you with? I saw your name in a visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure. I do a little whittling to pass the time. And sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles. Here, have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses you a little gargoyle on a leather cord. Got the gargoyle charm. Oh, neat, thanks. See you around, Charles. A door to nowhere again. Still there's a brick wall behind it. So hot. Go to sleep. Don't you tell me what to do. Hey, Blues, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storm front next door. Huh? Why is that up to me? Someone's got to do it. There are 3 applicants for the place. Okay, what are they? First is Jared's Hardware. I guess it's... If your name is Jared, your option... Jared, your options for rhyming businesses is pretty limited. Second is Ye Old Kickmaker, some science lady who wants to sell potions. And the last applicant is 10 things I hat about you. A hat store, I presume. Terrible name. I do like hats. I can't help it. Okay, I'll go move them in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. Hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as a gesture of gratitude. Or maybe because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, score. You're so tired you can barely work the knob. Are you sure you want to go out there? It's time to sleep. Shut up. I have something I need to do. The watch told us something. Or maybe not. I could swear it said something. Ah! Find something interesting. This morning, a new sculpture was revealed by with part donated by Ocean City Comptroller Margaret Smudge. The sculpture, which consists of 5 jagged, pointed rocks arranged in a rough circle on a small concrete place, has been variously described as avant-garde, thrillingly pointy, and fine, I guess. Wait, are you writing this down? Hi, Mom. Are you interested in onlookers? Well, okay then. Now we can go home. And go to bed. Bed. A fitful dream. The bed in which your corporeal self is probably still sleeping. All your favorite pants. Gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything's okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since it's just a dream version of you, you're still as much a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey, if this actually happened, I'd be really mad. Pick up your teeth and walk away. These are unmistakably your teeth. You can tell by the scar on the upper left bicuspid, but your teeth are definitely still in your gums where they belong. What a jerk. You better go away from him before he knocks out something more important than your dream teeth. It's that scary army guy from the refrigerator. Apparently he's haunting your dreams now? Excuse me, I need to get past you. I need to get past you, sir, General Bruce, sir. What? I'm your superior officer and you will address me as such. I'm not in whatever crazy army you're talking about. You can tell because I'm not wearing one of those weird hats you have on. I already told you, soldier. It's just a regular... Wait a minute. Conscientiously object for a minute. He points to the weird little device at his hat and starts beeping in a fast irregular phenomenon. You can see the phenomenon? You mean how your hat's all weird? Yeah. Furrows his ample brow. The president's gonna want to know about this. The president? Why would President Coolidge care about what your hat looks like or in a weird dream I'm having? Don't make me laugh. I'm not talking about clueless Cal. I'm talking about the real president. I see. That's right, shoulder. You see well above your clearance. Next time we meet, I'll be fixing that. He walks off the edge of whatever this is you're standing on. Yikes. This bookshelf is not behaving in the way that bookshelves do when you're awake. Chaos in all its contents. The only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you the exact moment you went to sleep. I did that, though. No, you didn't. I did! I asked Freddy to hold all my stuff, and he said yes. You don't even know, Freddy. Fine, you caught me. Door back to the waking world. Ah! Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Tolbro. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized crime? Criminals like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss is in my room personally? No. I'm not the Don. It's merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh. Well, that's confusing. It's been a matter of some confiscation, yes. I do have a Sauber kit, but I don't much care for it. What is it? Donnie the Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. It's very astute of you. Of course, this attestation comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufacturer. And I'm here to profound your consideration of a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly. Though your refusal would be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? What's the offer, rather? From time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessity manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make critical arrangements with certain capable individuals. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the juncture of the I have thus described. So you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactly. Okay, sure, why not? An excellent decision, if I may articulate such. So what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. He will call upon you telephonically. He gives you a curt nod and leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Alright then. Do I still have my teeth? You read a few of his shorter poems. They inspire you to feats of violence. It's got skill free-for-all. There's some longer poems too, but they look boring. Maybe appreciate them if you made the time for it. If you do, free-for-all will only deal damage to you and not your allies. Oh. Okay. You guys are finally concentrate on the long prone until their beautiful, complex language is echoing in your head like a brawl in a room with bad acoustics. Free-for-all has been upgraded. You absentmindedly kick and punch the book until it's nothing but a pile of confetti, each tiny piece emblazoned with a beautiful single-word poem. Okay? Excuse me. Wait a minute. Hey, Blues, how'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled to my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window's pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass, the direction kind, not the circles kind. The detectatron says it's out near Crystal Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something better than that. 2 cars? A bus pass. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. An unlimited bus pass, good for an entire year. It's truly a ticket to a world of modern convenience and comfort. Oh, swell, thanks. Fortunately, I could get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about this place is making the instruments all screwy. Here, take this map. Picture postcard of Crystal Dream Lake is detailed enough to serve as an instrument's map. Okay, this is a postcard. There's a map of the lake on it. There's a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is, a picture of a place. Well, I can't argue with that logic. When did I get a plant pot? But, huh. Is this flower pot always here? Plant tentacle seeds. It's your tentacle buddy. Tickle him. It's your little tentacle buddy. Oh, a message. You check the message next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with a phone number. I'll call them up. Salutations, whom is still afoot, might I inquire? Hi, Don, it's me, Blues. Ah, you reciprocated my missive. Commend. Yeah, what's up? There is an assignment of which I require your confirmation. Assignment? Were I the comedic sort, I might refer to it as an undertaking. Haha. I'm listening. There's an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream Lake. Grandpa Joe's distillery, to be precocious. I don't think that's the right word. It was abandoned when Prohibition began, albeit with its liquor manufacturing equipment intact. A group, contradictive of our own, as contrapositive of our own, has claimed it as their territory in which these bloodsuckers to be evicted with extreme prejudice. So, you want me to give the threat to a bunch of rival mob goons? There's no underground criminal organization that rivals our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intention that you will observe in that phraseology a high degree of literalness, to which I am referring to as Nosferatu. What? Nosferatu, Langsier, Strigoi, Draculas, vampires, I get it. You're telling me there are actual vampires in this part of the world? Affirmative. They have been a pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism. I didn't notice. Alright, I'll take care of your vampires. I guess it isn't much weirder than the fishmen. Where's the distillery? Don Turtlebone gives you direction to the place. Eventually. Additional to that, you'll be needing the requisition. The combination for the lock. I guess is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Certainly not. Kindly allow us the credit for a modicum of operational sensibility. We selected the most unassailable combination possible. 9999. Well, alright then. How's this helping find Murray? Not to dispute the importance of collecting these weird artifacts or anything, but I'm worried about Uncle Murray. How is this helping find him? Oh, I guess I didn't explain that. See, the detector on 1000 is new and only got it running after Murray disappeared. He always searched for artifacts in more hands-on ways. Research, networking, following rumors, that kind of thing. That last artifact you went after could be basically anywhere, but the detectortron only detects the nearest artifact. I see, so if we pick them up in order, eventually we'll get to the one he was looking for. Right. I wish that... Ah, shit. Sorry, my finger slipped. Well, let's get going. A blonde flapper cracks her chewing gum and gives you a sharky grin with a little wave. Hi. Hey there, kitty cat. You're a blues traveler, right? That's me. Pleased to meet you. I'm Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charms. How do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand and keep an eye on you, savvy? What? Hey now, I put in 2 weeks' notice before I left I don't know. Fair and square. Huh? No, not that boss. Dora, the boss. The boss? You know. The mob boss. Oh, that the boss. She said, I can't tell if you got a screw loose or you're just funning me. I like to keep people guessing. So you split the partner up with me? That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? What's a 20-something girl like you gonna do doing for the mob anyway? Hey now, I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air, and catches it with a mad glint in her eyes. Holy jeez! Put that away so someone sees. Crepes, you have to whisper, the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun in public? So we teaming up or what? Let's go cause some trouble. Peachy, you want I come with you now or cool my heels at the purple door for a while? Wait for me there. Alright, but don't forget, it's rude to keep a girl waiting. She sounds like fun. Store proprietor nods politely to you. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name's Blues. Pleased to meet you. I'm Albert. Why aren't you wearing a hat? Have you ever heard the phrase familiarity breeds contempt? Gotcha. What's for sale? You don't drive, but it never hurts to have a really aerodynamic hat. You can't be afraid of what you can't see, and with this, you can't see about half of everything. Nice. Daylight is clear the bank has been closed for some time. The door to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is the maximum possible level of security. But what about 4 locks? In 1928, 4-lock systems are dismissed as unachievable liberal fantasy. Look under the welcome mat. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to look at the welcome mat, you need to know what you're looking for. A key? And there it is. This bank security is inconsistent. Use the key. The door's locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the Great Hound Cerberus, the 3-headed guard of the underworld's banking sector. Each of these 3 heads has a name. Ferry, Smith Head, and Sneaky Pete. And a keyhole deep in its maw. The head of Nice lets the key slide in easily enough, but offers up incredible resistance when trying to turn it. Hercules would have to use up all 12 labors to get this thing going. Tempted to look around, but Crystal Dream Lake. Chapter 2. The Spooky Forest. Some kind of funky pump contraption. It's the Funky Pump Gang. You probably ought to introduce yourself before you start poking at his stuff. The lighthouse keeper, presumably. Talk to him. Excuse me, are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you. My name's Blues Traveler. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Are you okay? I just ain't talked loud in a while. I get rusty. I see. The lighthouse job. I see. Lighthouse keeping a pretty lonely job, huh? No, it's not great, that's for sure. I ain't minded, though. Ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you? See an old compass around? The direction's kind of the circle's kind. Direction. Yeah, I got an old one I picked out and researched about, 20-odd years ago, I reckon. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yeah. Filled right to the top. Have a look through the window there, you see a fish pass by. How'd that even happen? Bump broke. I mean, how does the lighthouse just fill up with water? We aren't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need a Claxon valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece if you have a mind to help out. Alright. Back to my old style. A single book sits on the table. War and Peace, huh? That's a hefty one. Mind the bookmark now. Of course. Oh, it looks like you just started. Been reading it for about 5.5 years. Your bookmark is still in chapter 1. I just about got up to the last sentence of it. Been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Oh yeah? Don't tell me how it ends. I won't. Nice chest set. Did you whittle it yourself? Oh yeah, took me 16 years. Took you 6 months to carve each piece. Pawns went quicker than tall ones, more or less, yeah. Horses are particularly tricky, no sense in rushing it. I guess not. Through the little window you can see that the lighthouse is entirely filled with water. The lighthouse keeper has put a little cork in the keyhole. Well, fair enough. Let's do a little wandering, I suppose. Oh, he's alright. What's up, Bobby? You hear that? I heard you go shh. Is that what you mean? Guess you ain't so easily inclined. There's some kind of weird singing off in the distance. Nothing wrong with a detour, I guess. Obi leads you off the path into the forest. After a short time, he gestures for you to be quiet, and the two of you crouch down behind a shrub and peek out a small patch of wildflowers. Several large, brightly colored butterflies are flitting through them. That's the word, right? Flitting? As one of the butterflies passes near a shrub, you can see that instead of a weird insect body, it has a little human body. Wow, these are actually fairies, just like in fairy tales. One of them is whistling merrily. Not quite a melody, it's more like a surprisingly accurate impression of some kind of songbird. It's very pretty until it suddenly turns into a squawk, followed by a loud and unpleasant screech, followed by a wet gurgle. The other fairies laugh, a raucous piping little giggles. One of them would make a sound that, if you had to guess, would be the sound that a squirrel would make being tortured to death. This sets off another round of shrill laughter. After this, the fairies flutter away. As they leave, one of them says in a very deep, clearly in a deep voice, "Not my eye, no, not my eyes, not my eye, ah!" The others find this hilarious. You think we should follow them? We should absolutely not. Alright, we'll call it a video here. I'm the Blues32. This is Shadows over Loathing. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.